My husband slept with his best friend's wife. I didn't expose him. I let the affair grow until the truth hurt him more than me. I didn't find out because I was snooping. I found out because he stopped being careful. That's the part people never talk about. Affairs don't get exposed by genius detectives or divine karma. They get exposed because the person cheating starts to feel untouchable, like they've been getting away with it for so long that the rules no longer apply. My husband's name is Aaron. We'd been married for 11 years. 2 kids. Mortgage. Group chats with other parents. Shared calendars. The whole responsible adult starter pack. From the outside, we were boring in the safest way possible. Inside the marriage, we were quiet. Not explosive. Not toxic. Just muted. Like someone slowly turning the volume down year after year until you don't even remember what music sounded like. We didn't fight much. We didn't fuck much either. And here's the thing I didn't admit to anyone at the time. Not even myself. I missed being wanted. Not loved. Wanted. There's a difference. The night everything cracked open wasn't dramatic.
No screaming.
No mascara running.
It was a Tuesday.
The kids were asleep. Aaron was in the shower. I was folding laundry on the bed, pairing socks that all looked the same, because apparently that's adulthood. His phone buzzed.
Once.
Then again. I didn't look at it at first. I wasn't that wife. The suspicious one. The paranoid one. I trusted him. Or, at least I trusted the version of him I still believed existed. Then it buzzed a third time. I glanced at the screen, out of pure muscle memory, and saw a name I recognized. Lena. She was married to one of Aaron's friends from work. We'd had her and her husband over for dinner twice. She laughed loud, touched people when she talked. The kind of woman who made men lean in without realizing they were doing it. The preview on the lock screen was short. I can still feel you. That was it.
No emojis. No explanation.
Just that. I remember staring at the words and feeling something unexpected rise up in my chest. Not shock. Not heartbreak.
Clarity.
Like a blurry image snapping into focus. The late meetings. The sudden gym obsession. The way he'd started fucking me differently the past few months. More confident, more urgent. Like he was practicing something he'd learned somewhere else. I didn't cry. I didn't confront him. I folded the socks. Calmly. Neatly. Like my hands already knew this moment was coming. When Aaron came out of the shower, towel around his waist, steam still clinging to his skin, he looked relaxed. Happy, even. That hurt more than the text. "Everything okay?" he asked, noticing my face.
"Yeah," I said.
"Just tired." He kissed my forehead. The same absent, familiar kiss he'd given me for years. Then his phone buzzed again.
He picked it up this time.
And for half a second, before his mask snapped back into place, I saw panic. A flash of it. Tiny, but unmistakable. That was when I knew 2 things for sure. 1, he was fucking her. 2, he thought I'd never do anything about it. That night, lying next to him while he slept, I replayed our entire marriage in my head like a forensic investigator revisiting a cold case. I thought about the first year, the sex on the kitchen counter, the way he used to look at me like he was starving. Then the kids, the exhaustion, the slow replacement of desire with logistics. I wondered when exactly I'd become the woman he came home to instead of the woman he wanted. And here's the part that makes people uncomfortable when I tell this story. I wasn't disgusted by the sex. I wasn't even angry about the fucking. What broke me was realizing he felt more alive with her than he did with me, and that he was willing to lie to preserve that feeling. I didn't confront him the next day, or the day after. I watched. I paid attention. I noticed how his mood lifted after late meetings. How he showered immediately when he got home those nights. How he fucked me harder, faster, like he was burning off guilt or recreating something. Once, during sex, he said her name. Not loudly, not clearly, but I heard it. And instead of stopping him, I let him finish. That was the moment I stopped being the wife I used to be. I started doing something else instead. I started remembering who I was before I became invisible. I changed small things at first.
Clothes. Hair.
The way I spoke. I didn't announce it. I didn't seek permission. I just reclaimed space. Men noticed. I didn't act on it immediately. I wasn't trying to cheat. I was trying to feel real. Aaron noticed too, of course. He started complimenting me again, touching me more, as if sensing he was losing control of something he'd assumed was permanently his. The irony would have been funny if it didn't hurt. 2 weeks after I saw that first text, Aaron told me he had a work dinner. Important. Client in town. I nodded, smiled, asked what time he'd be home. Late, he said. Of course. That night, after the kids were asleep, I poured myself a glass of wine and opened my laptop. I didn't search Aaron. I searched her. Public profiles are a gift to women who know how to look. And that's when I saw it. A photo Lena had posted that afternoon. A mirror selfie in a black dress. Captioned, "Feeling dangerous tonight." The comments were full of fire emojis. Compliments. Her husband's comment was there too. "Fire, have fun, babe." I stared at the screen and laughed out loud. A sharp, humorless sound that startled even me. Then I closed the laptop and did something I hadn't done in years. I went out, not to catch him, not to spy, to remind myself that I still had choices. I didn't fuck anyone that night, but someone tried. And the way I felt when he looked at me, like I was an option, not an obligation, lit something I hadn't felt in over a decade. When I got home, Aaron wasn't there yet. His side of the bed was cold.
His phone was on the nightstand.
Face down. Buzzing. I picked it up, unlocked it, and this time, I didn't stop at one message. I read everything. How long it had been. How explicit it was. How much pleasure he took in talking about fucking her, about sneaking around, about how easy it was because I trusted him. That word. Trusted. By the time he came home, I was sitting on the edge of the bed, his phone in my hand.
He froze when he saw me.
And for the first time since I met him, Aaron looked afraid. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just looked up at him and said, "Before you say anything, you should know something." He swallowed. "What?" I smiled. I'm not the only one who feels alive again. And that was the moment the power shifted.